Hey guys, this is Nick with Cymatics and welcome to video number 1 of our Hip Hop Beat Making Foundations course. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a hip hop beat from start to finish. I'm just going to speak as though you're a complete beginner, so I'm going to keep everything very compact and concise and hopefully easy to understand. And without further ado, let me just list the different videos that we're going to be doing for this course. So following this video, we're going to be talking about sound selection, which kinds of sounds you'll be using generally in hip-hop music, and the overall philosophy I personally use to find the kind of sounds that I think will work well for a beat. After that, we'll be talking about writing a melody and how to process it. And I'm going to be writing a melody from scratch using plugins and writing everything into MIDI and processing it with a few plugins. After that, we're going to be talking about 808s and the kind of 808s you're going to encounter generally. I'll be using 808s from the Goliath pack, so you guys can get them there. And I'll be showing you guys a few tricks you can use to make them more interesting and how to align them properly with your chords in the melody. And after that, we'll be talking about kicks and snares and the kind of, again, just the guidelines of what I use to find the right kick and the right snare for the beat, because a lot of that depends on the 808 and the melody and the bounce of the beat and so on. After that, we'll be talking about hi-hats and how to make your hi-hat track a bit more interesting. Hi-hats are like a very important part of the hip-hop genre, so there's many different tricks you can use to bring more groove and more spice to the hi-hat track and make sure it's not just a repetitive sample that's just being played for no reason. After that, we'll be talking about percussion, which is a really important part of creating bounce in a beat, which is why I'll be covering, again, the different kinds of percussion you generally come across, and I'll be incorporating them into the beat to give the beat more bounce. And then finally, we'll be talking about just a very rough and simple strategy to mix down your beat, making sure your kicks and 808s sit well together, making sure that your drums, apart from the kick, are also strong, and making sure everything else just sits at a good level so that the beat is presentable and sounds polished. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm just going to cover the basic things that will get your mix a long way. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this course, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.